This is how I see discrimination against any worker, and this is how it was in the non-union. I'd have two buckets. One bucket would have miscellaneous parts and pieces that you just don't have on a big job. And I'd have a bucket with, I'd have connectors or couplings or whatever, nipples, stuff that they'd run out of on jobs. I'd have a bucket of. And I'd carry that bucket. My other bucket was my tools and my tool belt and my shoulder strap and as many tools as I could cram in that bucket, right? And that raises my value up to this level, okay? Where Joe Blow, who an apprentice just as well qualified as I am, just as good as I am, no matter what racial, ethnic minority or whatever, whether he's white, black, or whatever, he comes on the job with his tool belt, with his hand tools and his hacksaw. Well, I'm at this level in the valuable status, and he's right down here. So who's going to get laid off first? He is. So that's how anybody is determined on a job site, as far as you get the equality going, but then it's the person who comes in at 10:03 for break every day and gets up at 10 after 10 ready to go. He's the person that's going to stick around. And when it comes down to the guys who are a minority who does the exact same thing as the white guy, it's the minority's going to go. That's the way it is. That's just the way it is. I mean, it's unless you know, I mean, unless the company's got a reason to have a quota, you know, whether they're doing state work or whatever, you know, then it's a different story. But if it's Valley Electric out there doing private sector work, it's typically the minority that's going to go, because it's a good old boy club when it comes right down to brass tacks.